They say real men don't talk. I say they just haven't been asked the right questions. This ain't about trends. It's about truth, about faith that don't fold, love that costs something, and manhood that still means something. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to build. This is the Always Up Podcast, Season 2, Too Real to Win. For the men still trying to love right in a world that loves wrong. There was a time when love was a mission. Two people building something that would outlive them. She stayed home and raised the kids. He left home and raised the income. It wasn't perfect, but it was understood. Now the script flipped. Men still have to provide, protect, and lead, but now they're expected to nurture, heal, and babysit too. And somehow, it's still not enough because the comparison never ends. Screens replace standards. Now every woman scrolls through a highlight reel of lives that don't exist and wonders why hers doesn't look the same. The house isn't big enough. The man isn't soft enough. The lifestyle isn't loud enough. Somewhere between empowerment and entitlement, the partnership turned into performance. Love became leverage, and peace became proof. Back then, women built empires from kitchens and conviction. Now the world tells them to brand it, post it, monetize it, but never trust it. We stopped asking, can we grow? And started asking, can I gain? That's where love lost its shape, and where leverage learned its script. Because if you study the 48 laws of power, you realize this was never just about relationships, it was about positioning. Power disguised as affection, seduction dressed up as strategy, every gesture, every gift, every silence, a calculation. Love didn't get weaker. People just got better at pretending. And while everyone's chasing connection, most are just auditioning for control. Somewhere between the old laws and the new laws of power, we stopped loving to build and started building to win. Because in this era, love isn't the goal, it's the leverage. Equality was supposed to bring balance. Instead, it brought confusion. The message started pure. Women can have more, but somewhere in translation, it became men should do more. So men kept building, grinding, providing. And when the checklist expanded, they tried to keep up. Be the provider, be the protector, be the therapist, be emotionally available but never emotional, be strong but never stubborn, be soft but never weak. The result, men stopped leading from purpose and started performing from pressure. And women, many of them, stopped building with men and started benchmarking against them. That's the quiet trade-off of progress. Roles evolved, but respect didn't. The more we tried to balance the scale, the more everyone started measuring instead of merging. What was once partnership became parallel play. Two people chasing independence while calling it connection. And underneath it all, the math got messy. Because if both sides want power, nobody wants peace. Somewhere along the way, balance turned into battle. It's not that women don't want love, they just can't rest in a world that rewards rebellion over rest. And men, they're tired of being tested in the name of standards. The irony is, both genders want the same thing, stability without sacrifice, but that doesn't exist. You can't modernize the mission and still expect the miracle to feel the same. Love used to be the reward. Now it's the risk. Because every time someone loves in this generation, they're not just giving affection, they're giving access. Access to their energy, access to their image, access to their peace. And the truth is, most people don't protect what they can't profit from. That's why so many relationships today feel transactional. It's not always about money. Sometimes it's about momentum. Who's getting validated? Who's being seen? Who's being chosen? It's not connection. It's competition in disguise. That's the real cost. Love turned into labor. Affection turned into analytics. and peace got priced out of the market. Men started withholding emotion to protect themselves. Women started weaponizing emotion to be heard, and both ended up lonely. Different reasons, same result. Because when leverage replaces love, every exchange feels like negotiation. Every "I miss you" comes with a motive. Every apology feels like PR. This isn't heartbreak anymore, it's exhaustion. People are tired of performing for connection and auditioning for affection. For the men listening, hear this. You can't win the leverage game. Not with silence, not with status, not with strategy. Because every time you pull back to protect your pride, you lose a piece of your peace. And every time you chase validation, you trade leadership for approval. The goal isn't to prove you can't be played. It's to show you can't be moved off purpose. Real masculinity doesn't negotiate its values. It nurtures its vision. So build from that. Lead with peace, not performance. And never confuse attention with alignment. They don't even want to be loved now. They just don't want to be lied to. That's the silent epidemic nobody's posting about. Everyone wants peace, but nobody wants to go through the pain that produces it. So we settle for leverage. We chase comfort instead of connection, control instead of commitment. But the truth is, love doesn't thrive where strategy leads, because the moment you have to calculate, you've already corrupted it. And that's the cost of all this leverage. It gives power, but it steals peace. Leverage always promises control, but control is just comfort in disguise. And comfort has never created connection, only convenience. That's the irony of love today. Everyone wants freedom inside something that requires surrender. Everybody wants loyalty, until loyalty means letting go of leverage. Real love still exists. It's just quieter now. You won't find it trending, you'll find it in timing. In small rooms with people who still believe that peace is power. Because the truth is, you can't manipulate what you pray for. You can't control what was meant to teach you surrender. Peace will always cost more than pride. And that's where this story leads next. Because after love and leverage comes the standoff. The moment where nobody wants to yield, but everybody still wants to win. Thanks for listening. If this episode hit home, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. This season, Too Real to Win, is for the men still trying to love right in a world that loves wrong. No clout, no gimmicks, just truth. I'm Brian B. Turner, and this is the Always Up podcast. Until next time, stay focused, stay faithful, and always up.